Okay, let's get started. So we're going to start lying down today. So you're just lying on your back in Shavasana. So feet about hip distance, arms away from the body, palms up, but just like a corpse. Eyes closed. Just checking in with the body. Observing the body. Breathing deeply through the nose. You take a scan of the body from the fingers and toes up to the crown of the head. Just observing the body, seeing any tension, maybe relax the body with the exhalations. It can be good to notice the difference between how the body feels at the beginning, before the practice, and doing this pose at the end of the practice, noticing the difference. And gently opening the eyes. Take the feet together and stretch the arms over the head. Take a full body stretch. Big inhale. And then bring the right knee into the chest. Interlace the fingers around the knee. And draw it in. You can reach with the left leg, but relax the right leg. As you pull that knee into the chest. And right leg goes out, arms over the head. Full body stretch, inhale. And then left knee into the chest. Lace the fingers around the knee. Keep the knee, the foot, the hip, all in one line. Drawing that knee into the chest. Relaxing the left leg. Gently reaching with the right. And left leg out, arms overhead, stretch out. Right knee again, into the chest. Pull it in. A little deeper than before. Feel that pinch in the right hip crease. You feel the lower back releasing. And release the right leg down, arms over the head, inhale. Left knee to the chest. Pull it in deep. Feel that pinch in the hip crease. Lower back's releasing. And left leg out, arms overhead. And one more time. Right knee to the chest. Pull it in deep. And release. Arms overhead. And then left into the chest. Pull it in. And release that left leg back. Arms over the head. Stretch out. And then both knees into the chest. Take the arms around the knees, maybe just holding the knees. Maybe you can interlace the fingers over the knees. Maybe you can grab more, like the wrists. Maybe you can grab the elbows over the knees and it's easy. But keep the lower back down. So just gently bringing those knees in. Keeping the lower back down. So you might activate the back muscles. Keep the spine elongated. So you really let those hips fold deeper and deeper. Releasing, put the feet flat on the floor. And lift the right leg up, hold the thigh. And extending the leg as you draw the leg in. Maybe you keep a little bend in the knee, that's fine. Just stretching the leg as much as you can. Maybe you find it easy and you straighten the leg and walk the hands closer to the foot. Keep the back down. Shoulder blades down. And right leg down. Left leg up. Hold the thigh. Draw the leg in and see about extending the leg as much as you can. So it's okay if you have a little bend in the knee. Just want pressure on the hamstring from stretching the leg as much as you can. Maybe you find it easy. Maybe walk the hands closer to the foot. Maybe on the calf, ankle, or the foot. Try to draw the shoulder blades down. And left foot down. And then right ankle over the left knee. Lift up the left foot. Interlace the fingers around the thigh or the left shin. Right arm through the legs. And you want to start to draw the legs in. Focusing on that right hip opening up outside of the right hip. You draw the shoulder blades down, try to bend the arms, pulling the legs in. Try to keep the lower back down. And left foot goes down. And right leg down. Left ankle over the right knee. Legs up. Left arm through the legs. Interlace the fingers around the right thigh or the shin. Draw the shoulder blades down. Feel that left hip opening up. Pulling the legs in. Try to keep the lower back down. And releasing. Right foot down. Left foot down. Both knees into the chest. Open up the legs. Grab the feet. Happy baby. So we're going to try to lift the feet straight up to the ceiling. You might find the lower back comes up off the floor. Keep trying to draw the lower back down. Draw the shoulder blades down. Some people can even start to bend the arms. Drawing the knees down low. And feet flat on the floor. Hip distance apart, bridge pose. Start to lift the hips up. Slowly coming up. Feel the back kind of peeling up off the floor. And then at the top, kind of shimmy the shoulder blades together a bit. So you try to push the chest towards the chin. Pushing with the legs. Maybe you can interlace the fingers underneath. Push the arms down straight. Push with the legs even more. And slowly coming down. And bring the knees into the chest. And take the knees over to the left side. Left hand on the thigh. And reach your right arm out. Chin to the right shoulder. Twisting to the right. knees come up. Take the knees over to the right side. Left arm is out. Twist to the left. Right hand on the thigh. To keep the knees down, reach out with that left arm. Chin to the left shoulder. Knees come back up. And hug on the knees a moment. And then just hold the thighs. And start to rock. Back and forth. Rocking on the back. And start to rock up. To seated. Cross the ankles. And roll over. Come onto the hands and knees. We'll do some cat poses. Toes curled under, arch your back, look up. Lift the chest. And round the spine. Push the ground away, chin to chest, activate the belly. And again, arching. Drop your belly. Look up, lift the chest. Try to feel every vertebra active in the spine. And then round. Push the ground away. Chin to chest, activate the belly. And arching. Belly drops, look up, lift the chest. Every vertebra. Active in the spine. And round, chin to chest. Push the ground away. And arching. Now stay arched, but drop your chin down. Come into a bent leg down dog. So lift up the knees, but keep the knees bent. You want to pull back with the hips, stretching out the shoulders and the upper back. Elongating your spine, keeping a little bend in the knees. And come back down, knees down. And round the spine, chin to chest. And then arch your back, toes curled under, bent leg down dog. So you arch to try to get that spine elongated and keep it elongated as you come into down dog. Now if you start to straighten the legs out, don't let the back move. Keep the spine long. So if you got to keep the knees bent, just keep the knees bent. Get a pretty flexible hamstrings to straighten the legs all the way, keeping the spine long. And then shift forward into plank position. And take the knees down. Hips go back. And scoop forward, cobra pose. So you kind of scoop forward, keep the pelvis down. Little bend in the arms. Shoulders draw down and back. Elbows close to the ribs. So you engage your back muscles. Hands are there for support. You got pressure on the arms. You keep the back engaged. And then pull back, try it again. So pulling back, bend the arms, scoop forward. Cobra. Pelvis stays down. Engage your back muscles. And pull back. And scoop forward. Cobra pose. Pull back, bent leg down up. Curl the toes under. Keep a bent leg down up. Pull the hips back. Elongate the spine. Arms really straight. Then see how straight you can get the legs. Keep the back flat. Now from here, step your left foot between your hands. So if the left foot can't get all the way between the hands, just take the righty down, pick up the foot, and place it all the way forward. Nice deep lunge. Fingers down. Push your hips forward. Knee going past the toes. And lift the chest. And step back to plank position. And knees come down. Hips back. Bend the arms. Scoop forward. Cobra pose. And downward facing dog. Little bend in the knees if you need it. And then right foot all the way between the hands. If you can place the foot there in one step, great. If you can't, take the knee down, but then pick up the foot. Place it all the way forward. Just the fingers down. Push your hips forward. Knee past the toes. Lift the chest. Look up. And step back. Plank. And knees down. Hips back. Bend the arms. Scoop forward. Cobra pose. Engage your back muscles. And pull back. Downward facing dog. Bent leg. Hips pull back, head down. And if you can, straight legs. Keep elongating the spine. Don't let yourself hunch over. Now start to take little steps forward. Little step by little step. Come to the front of the mat. Bend the knees, feet together. And hug around the legs. Try to grab the elbows. Little bend in the knees. Or see if you want to straighten the legs a little bit. Then bending the knees. Drop the arms, start to roll up the spine. Going up to stand, Tadasana. Separate the feet about hip distance. Release the fingers, reverse your palms, reach up. Do a side bend to the right. Push your hips to the left. And chin to the left shoulder. And side bend to the left. Push your hips to the right, chin to the right shoulder. So you look up, underneath the right arm. And reaching up. And then drop the hands, put the hands at the back. Push your hips forward. And arching back, head back. And back up to standing. Now feet together. Hands of prayer in front of the chest. And reach your arms up. Maybe behind the head, hips forward a bit. And bend forward. Bend the knees. Wrap the arms around the legs. Hug your body against your thighs. See how straight you get the legs. The legs are straight. Maybe you can slide your arms down your calves a bit. put the hands down and step the right foot back. And take the knee down. Flatten the foot this time. Put your hands on your thigh. And see if you can push your hips further forward. Chest lifted. So you maybe roll the shoulders back. You can plant that right foot firmly on the floor. Maybe your hips will come a little further forward. And then stretch your arms past your head. Reach behind you as far as you can with the arms. And from here, slide your left foot back, about halfway. Curl your back toes under, so you have this box shape with the legs. So first we're going to take the left hand inside of the leg, and the right arm reaches up, look up. So maybe it's just the fingers right beside the foot. Maybe you can get the whole hand down, and it's like your leg and your arm is one piece, but you want to reach straight up with the right arm. So if you need to come up onto the fingers, come up onto the fingers. You can push down with that left hand. You can find yourself opening up even more. You don't want to let your hips fall to the side. Keep your alignment. And then come upright, and then twist. So take your right arm over your thigh. Maybe get your elbow just past your thigh. Hands of prayer. And see if you can push with the arms. Prayer right at the sternum. Chin to the left shoulder. So pushing my right arm into the thigh. Pushing my left hand into the right hand. Twisting the spine. And placing the hands down and step back to plank. And taking the knees down. And the hips go back. Bend the arms, scoop forward. Cobra pose. Pelvis down, chest up. Downward facing dog. And bend knees to start. Pull the hips back, draw the head down. See how straight you can get the legs. Now right foot all the way between the hands. If it doesn't reach there, just pick it up, place it there. Flatten the back foot, hands on the thigh. Push your hips forward. Knees over the toes. Push that left foot into the floor. You might find your hips coming a little further forward. Roll the shoulders back. No reason to put the head back in this pose. Keep the head right on your spine. But instead, take your arms behind your head and stretch them as high and as far back as you can. And bring the right foot back about halfway. And the back toes curl under. So you see, look down. You got this box shape with the legs. Right hand inside the leg. Move just the fingers. Left arm reaching straight out. Maybe you can put the whole hand down. Maybe push that hand down to open up a little bit more. Look up at that left hand. And come upright. And then twist it. So left elbow. So you can get the elbow over the thigh. If you can't get the elbow over the thigh, just the forearm. Maybe just reach back with the right arm. But if you can, elbow over the thigh. Hands at prayer. Prayer at the sternum. Pushing the left arm into the thigh. And the right hand into the left hand. Chin to the right shoulder. And hands down. And stepping back to plank. And knees come down. Hips back, bend the arms, scoop forward. Cobra pose. And downward facing dog. Now shift forward to plank. We'll do a side plank on the right side. So the right hand and right foot is in one line. Try to put the left foot on the right foot and reach up. Easier variation is to put the left foot behind the right or in front of the right. But still try to rotate your hips up a little bit. You should be able to look up if you wanted to, easily. If this is too hard on the right hand, put the right knee down. Gentler version. See, I'm lifting my hips and just slightly turning them up to the ceiling. And same pose on the left side. So if you need to, left knee down. If you can, right foot on the left. Turn those hips just slightly up. Lift the hips. Right hand comes down, knees down, hips back, and bend the arms, scoop forward, cobra pose. And then from here, come into the bow. So coming down, bend your knees, reach back and grab your ankles. Kick your legs up. Lift your chest. So the arms are straight, just holding on. Kicking with the legs. And then keep your height, but let go of the legs. Arms at the sides. Locust. Straighten your legs out. Lift your chest and the legs. And coming down. And try one more time. Cobra. So kind of half the pressure on the arms, half the pressure lifting with the back muscles. And the bow. And the knees, grab the ankles. Kick up. And keep your height. But let go of the legs, the locust. And coming down. And over pose. And downward facing dog. Little bend in the knees. Or you straighten the legs. And take the knees down. Knees, feet together. Pull back. Child's pose. Put the head on the floor and then try to sit on the feet. And coming up. Okay, shoulder stand, 2 rounds. So we're going to come to seated. You can get a little momentum if you need. So you make sure you're forward enough so you can roll back into the plow pose. So rolling back. Catch your back in your hands. Then we try to lift the legs straight up. Try to keep your hips moving over your shoulders. So you might, to get a little more height, keep the elbows together a bit. Walk the hands down the back. Push your hands into your back. Engage your core, your buttocks, to try to lift as straight up as you can. We're going to close the eyes and hold it for 1 minute. Breathe deeply. Bend the knees. Let the legs hang over the head. If the feet naturally touch the floor, that's fine. But a little bend in the knees is fine. Keep your hands at your back. Keep encouraging your hips over your shoulders. You can push with the hands a little bit. Now put the hands down and slowly come down onto your back with your legs straight up. Legs straight up. And then lower your legs about 1/3 of the way to the floor and hold it. Keep your back pushing into the floor. And then lower the legs another 1/3. 1/3 of the way to the floor and hold it. And lower your legs really close to the floor, but not quite to the floor. Again, keep the lower back pushing down. That's how you protect your back. Push the back down. Tighten your abs. And then from here, just relax your back like a corpse. See if you can relax the whole body. Just a couple breaths. You might just pretend you're fainting. shoulder stand, round two. So you can get a little momentum like you did before, or if you want, feet together, just lift the legs. Push your hands down, push back to plow, and then up to the shoulder stand. Again, you wiggle the elbows together a bit, hands down the back. Try to get as much height as you can. Hold it for 1 minute, close the eyes. Slowly breathing down. Plow pose. You bend the knees like before. If your feet touch the floor and it's easy, maybe straighten your legs. But keep pushing your hips over the shoulders. Your hips are staying over your shoulders. You might interlace the fingers behind the back and push your arms down as you reach with the legs. And rolling down. Arms down to stall the descent. So your legs are straight up. Bring your chin to your chest. Sit up a bit and lower your legs 1/3 to the floor. Keep your back pushing into the floor so your abs stay tight. And then another 1/3 to the floor. Hold it. And then very close to the floor, but hold it. And relax like a horse. Pretend you're faint. Feet flat on the floor. Bridge pose. Push the hips up. Try to interlace the fingers underneath. Shimmy the shoulder blades together. Push with the legs, chest to the chin. Push the arms down too. And then fish pose. Put your hands palms down and put your seat right on your hands. Legs straight, feet together. Lift up the torso, elbows together. Arch your back all the way. Take your head back. Every vertebra in the spine active. Till the head just barely touches the floor. Legs straight. Active legs. And release. And relax on your back. Like a corpse. Tend your faint. Bring the knees into the chest and hold the thighs and start to rock yourself back and forth. And rocking up to seated. Okay, take the legs in front. So let's do Paschimottanasana. So I want you to bend your knees just like the standing pose. Take the arms underneath. Hug around the legs. And if you want to straighten your legs out a little bit, keep your body connected with your thighs. And coming up, we do the bench pose. Feet flat on the floor, hip distance apart. Fingers point back behind you. And lift your hips up. All the way up, head back. Push through the legs. And sit down. And Paschimottanasana. Legs out in front. Little bend in the knees. This time grab the feet and pull. And if you want, start to straighten the legs out a little bit. Keep your body connected with the thighs. And coming out. Bench pose again. Feet flat on the floor. Lift your hips up. Head back. And sit down. The boat pose. Arms forward, knees into the chest. And try to lift the feet as high as the knees. Chest lifted, shoulders back. You can also straighten the legs if you like. Keep the chest lifted. And feet down. Janu Shirshasana. Left leg up. Bring your right foot in and take the right knee down. So if the right knee is up, It means the hip is tight. So keep actively drawing that knee down as you come forward over that left leg. So you want to keep the shoulders square. So you can do it a couple different ways. You keep the legs straight. You just walk the hands together as close to the foot as you can, bending forward. If it's very difficult, you might bend your knee a little bit so that you can grab your foot. And leg can straighten over time. Different ways into poses. It's good to do a combination of things to increase the flexibility. And coming up. And then take that right knee up and hug the left arm around the knee. Pulling the knee into the chest. And plant the right hand on the floor behind you. Push down. Maybe walk the hand over a bit. So you can twist. Lift the chest. Twist to the right. Lift your chest and twist. Try to twist your upper back. And center. Take that right leg out. Left foot comes in. Left knee down. Okay? Bending forward. So it might look like this. Bending the front knee with the left knee up. Holding the foot. And just trying to push that right leg out. Trying to push that left knee down. Over time. And coming up. And bring that left knee up. You're going to hug the right arm around the knee. Pull the knee towards the shoulder, towards the chest. Plant that left hand on the floor. And twist. Both sit bones down. Lift your chest and twist. Keep pulling that knee in. Use your left hand. Help lift the chest, twisting deep. And breaking the pose. Now separate the feet. I want you to come to a squat. So just for 30 seconds, last pose before Shavasana. Squat. Heels are down. So if you need to widen the feet out, maybe forearms on the knees like this. Keep easing the hips down. And then adjusting the feet. You want to keep the heels down as you squat all the way down till the legs can relax. You can put the hands at prayer. Lift your chest. Elongate your spine. And come back to seated. And then lie down on the back. Come into Shavasana. So feet hip distance apart. Arms away from the body. Palms are up. Just like a corpse. And pretend you're fainting. Feel the breathing slowing down. Feel the heartbeat slowing down. You feel all the tension leaving the body. Feel the difference between doing the pose at the beginning and at the end of the posture practice. Focus on just the right arm. Relax that right arm completely. Imagine the right arm getting heavy, loose and heavy. You might even imagine the arm becoming dead-like. Hand, forearm, upper arm and shoulder, like a dead, lifeless limb. And focus on the right hip, the buttock, thigh, and knee. Feel that area. It's heavy, it's loose. It's like dead weight. You have no control over it. The right calf, ankle, and foot, like a dead, lifeless limb. All you can do is observe. You can't control it at all. It's too heavy, loose, and heavy. You feel that left arm getting heavy, loose. It's like a dead limb. Observe the hand, forearm, upper arm and shoulder. And the left hip, buttock, thigh, and knee. Heavy and loose. Keep observing it. But just observe. Can't control it at all. It's like dead weight. And the left calf, ankle, and foot. It's like dead weight, loose and heavy. Feel the back and the shoulder blades just sinking into the floor, every exhalation. Observing the breath without controlling it. Just let the body breathe on its own. Watch the belly rise with the inhale. You feel everything sinking down on the exhale. Feel the chest, the shoulders, everything below the neck like dead weight. And feel the head heavy, Feel the jaw, the tongue, the throat, and all the muscles in the mouth. Letting go. Muscles in the face feel heavy, as if each side of the face was separating from the other, smoothing out. You feel the whole body just totally passive. Start to visualize, picturing a sunset, beautiful sunset, over an ocean, vast, never-ending ocean. See the movement on the water, colors in the sky. Colors reflecting on the water. You can go inside the center of the chest, the right side of the heart. Imagine a tiny space there, subtler than an atom, but infinite in potential. Infinite creative energy. That's the source of your consciousness, beyond the mind, the brain. There's the source of consciousness. So it's not being conscious of this or that, but the source of consciousness, consciousness itself. Go inside and be the soul. Coming back to the body. So you can observe the body again. You can move a little bit. You can stretch out. You can ease onto a side maybe. Relax on the side. And gently you can start to make your way up. Find a comfortable seated position. The eyes closed. Nice long spine. I'll do the closing chant of Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. All together. Inhale. Om. receptive to the grace within yourself and within others. Namaste. Thank you all for joining. I hope you have a lovely day. And I will see you next time.